Hi everyone, just starting off on the Troopermaster Stunt helmet. So I'm going to start with the ears. They have been marked pencil lines on here from Paul at Troopermaster, and I've compared those pencil lines to screen used helmets from StarWarsHelmets.com, just comparing to screenshots that I've got on my iPad. And for the right ear, they look absolutely fine, so I'm going to go with that. Left ear I've made some adjustments. Let's dive in. I'm going to use Lexan scissors for this. It's just a rough cut at this point so that I can hold it up against the helmet and really start to get an idea of how the two parts are going to go together. Just getting rid of the excess at the moment. So this is the point, this is why I trimmed the ear a bit just to get it on here. So based on the majority of helmets that I've seen, the ears roughly line up with this rear line of the trap here. So the ear would run down at an angle, and that's essentially what I'm trying to get here. So if I line that up for me, and that's going to then tell me how much I need to cut off the faceplate. So that's why I want to get the ear rough trimmed first, so I can tell straight away from that I can follow the trim lines that Troopermaster has already got on the helmet. So that's a good start for this side, and shortly I'll do the same for the other side as well. Quite hard to explain, but compared to the majority of ABS helmets, it's got a very different feel to the plastic. It's quite nice, but there's a slight texture to the plastic itself, and it does cut very differently to your sort of standard ABS, for example. It's always tricky getting into this sort of angle with Lexan scissors, hence why I will do the fine tuning of these with a Dremel or just sandpaper. There we go, so that's roughly the second ear. There's a lot of excess in there which I'll get rid of later, but it gives you a bit of an idea there. And again, I want to then put this up against the helmet to get an idea of that alignment. So again, I'm trying to get, it's just my opinion based on helmets I've seen, but that's where I want the ear. I want that to be lined up nicely with the trap here, and that's going to be fine. You can see the trim line in there for the helmet. So I suppose as to be expected, there's no hasn't got Master in his name for no reason. the approximate trim lines on the helmet are fine, so I'm going to use those on here. You can see in the right light there, those are very, very defined trim lines, mould lines, so I'm going to follow those round. Again, I'm being a bit careful, not careful, I'm being a bit over cautious here. There's a lot of excess in there that I can go back and remove if I need to. I'm going to be careful here, I don't want to cut too far into there, otherwise you can make it more of a crack point. So I'm just going to gently cut in and twist that excess off. You can see there now that's looking a bit better already. Just move around to the other side, which again I've already checked with my having my magnets on there. There we go, that's better. There's a bit of an angle in there, but that will be covered by the ears, but I could get rid of that if I really wanted to. And then you've still got this very large lip along the front edge, which needs to come off, otherwise the brow trim won't go around there. So again, that's clearly indented, and I'm happy with that. Looking at it from the side, that's the angle that it should be. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that lip. Might just actually give that a bit of a pencil line, just so I don't go off course. Sometimes the lighting means that you think you're cutting in one place, but you're actually slightly off. This pencil just fits right in to the groove, so that's quite handy. There we go. Much neater. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on there, but that front lip has now gone. So that is obviously where the brow trim will eventually go. There's quite a sharp edge in there, as my thumb just discovered. But yeah, it's coming on nicely. There we go. So we're starting to come together. Faceplate, I will double check a few bits on here. There's a bit of, I think that is going to need to come off, but again I'll measure that up properly. Just to give you a bit of an idea for a minute now. Let's get my magnets back. Go. A bit wonky at the moment, but we're starting to get ourselves a recognisable Stormtrooper. Plenty of work to do matching it all up, but so far I think that's a good start. Once the little lip is gone on the inside of that, that's going to align quite nicely. So I think that'll probably do for this video. And yeah, more to come on this TM lid. Thanks a lot.